Hello everybody, welcome back to another trade recap. As you seen by the title, yesterday was a good day on paper, but technically price action was really difficult to navigate, and I'm really happy that we saw what actually worked out, especially if you're considering here. I'm recording this video the day after. I'm so sorry sometimes. I have other stuff to do immediately after, and honestly I can forget sometimes. If you go look at the VIX, which is the volatility for the S&P, so basically also foreign Q works out, you can see that this past weeks we've been having really high volatility. Okay, so also today, I'm gonna speak about today next video, we are having higher volatilities. Okay, look at here, we were like all before this range here, but again, volatility is increasing in the markets due to news and other stuff. So you have to be really careful. So today was this trade here. It's a bit of a spoiler for what happened, but let's go into yesterday. So we see that Asia and London displays higher, okay? After PM session, displays down and took the previous Asia low. We started displacing higher, okay? So we had still a new day opening up below here, okay? So first 30 minutes, you want to see if the new day opening up, at least the midpoint gets filled. So you just basically go to regular trading hours, and you can see here that there is a gap here. You can kind of target the midpoint, all the complete fill, which is highly likely. Usually was 70% how I calculated with backtesting, 70% likelihood. So in this case, you see it worked, but during lunch, okay? But if you see, the start of yesterday was really hard, and you can see I put this is a 4-hour high, so it was previous New York AM high, and I wanted to see if where price went before going over here to the 4-hour high, or going here to data lows, and also here there was other two equal lows and a 4-hour low. So what happened was real difficult, real barcode. So New York displays, took London, and then started displacing lower. Retrace took this, and here there was actually a nice 1 minute. This blue here is the first presented gap. So the first fair value gap after 9:30 usually is very powerful. You'll see in the video after this. Could be really powerful. They could be used as also take profits. So the first 1 minute fair value gap after 9:30, not considering the 9:30. You see here there is a fair value gap at 9:30, but I don't consider it. From 9:31. So we basically inverse this immediately, and then we go directly to this 4-hour high. And I was like, okay, we took that objective, and now I'm looking to go short, to go to this data low, and also to those equal lows. Okay, but mainly data low is the most important. Okay, so here we get a really good V shape, but in this case it was like a 2 minute up here, and entering short here in premium was a bit was not the best. So I waited patiently, and that paid out, because also when you have to recognize condition, then what followed was a real hard barcode. And what was the line in the sand was this gap here. Okay, so it was this gap and also the first percent. So we're basically ranging between this gap here that was constantly being respected. You see here, wicks do the damage and the bodies tell the story. So the bodies were closing below, so we're clearly bearish, but the wicks still kept getting up, still kept going to this. And a lot of people took trades here after taking lows, nice displacement, V-shaped recovery. But for me, to go long, even if that's a nice trade here, I still was kind of not scared of this 1 minute gap here. So a lot of people go break even, boom. And still, again, my buy side objective was taken. So I didn't care even if it was a nice trade to go long. I was focused on my target here, which was this one, okay? And basically, so we touch it, then we were just ranging constantly, back and forth. We closed below here again, but I waited because there was no setup, no inversion, no nothing, okay? And here, in this case here, we went again for one last time here at this 1 minute Ferrari gap here, bearish. And then we immediately have a nice displacement. Here there was for sure a 30-second, and there was also a small 2 minutes. And that was kind of the inversion that gave me the confidence to see, okay, now we want to go lower. I didn't take it here before because there was no clear. You can kind of see all the bodies here are a bit weird because they are respecting this first percent. You see how here they're respecting most times. But there was no clear entry. Here was a little better because there was a gap 30-second here. And yeah, basically after the closure, you can see I put my stop here, but the stop was above this body, or even, yeah, I think my initial stop was here. So it was almost a 1-to-1, a little negative. Yeah, almost a 1-to-1. But then I immediately trailed it here, right here, 28 points. And yeah, the first candle was kind of scary. So immediately went up. Sometimes this candles looks like anomaly. You see there's no wick. It's just random candle before a downtrend. And yeah, that says how was the day. The day was weird. The day was difficult, and a lot of times would not entered and will lower size because you have to lower the size. And yeah, I mean the P&L is big because I have more accounts, but it doesn't mean I enter with like 2 minis or no, way less. So again, at the start of the series, I was sharing all my like trade-away screens, whatever. But then when the accounts become more like I share everything when until I had 3 accounts, but then when they became 5, 10, it's hard to put it. Maybe when I'll have more platforms, I have to use Trade Syncer, which is a hassle because you need to pay it. On TradeAway, there's the free trade copier inside the broker. But yeah, we'll see. We'll think step by step. So yeah, price went immediately up, and yeah, I just let my stop there. If you stop me out, stop me out. And then immediately retraced to it, and we took these lows here that we created. So here when price is doing this, where it's not taking, is engineering liquidity. So engineering these lows that eventually we will take with the main target. And you see here, I would prefer that we would have hit this 2 equal lows. Again, we would hit them later in the day. See here perfectly that these lows were an important target, because when price hit them at the end of New York, price immediately reacted from it. Then again it was just a retracement to go short again. And then after taking this target, price went up again, but we didn't care because we took our trade. And yes, that's it. That was about the day. Again, the important things to learn in this type of days is to lower risk, to also being able to like step out and just watch the chart and maybe also watch the trailer go. But yeah, it's fine. I mean, I'm really happy for this week. It's been 5:05. I think I forgot to record the Tuesday one, but it was a bit 5:05. I'm really happy. Just again, need to take them actually more with all the accounts, because some of them I take with some accounts, just 1, just 3, just so again. It's always, everyone has still problems, everyone has still something to learn. I have something to learn. I'm not yet there, but again, a lot of people, I think the difference between me, a lot of people that everyone says, oh yeah, oh my god, lucky, this is life, this is like, yes, this is very important. This is a thing, a job that can make you a lot of money, a skill that can make you a lot of money. But a lot of the time those people say it because yeah, they have their paid whatever and they want to get you from students. And I'm not saying that's bad, because if you dedicate time and you give a lot of value and your demand is very high, it makes sense to get paid. If 200 people came to me today and asked me to help them, I would want to help them, all of them for free, but I have certain amount of time, because again, I'm still going to university, I still have a job at a startup, I still have a lot of other things to worry about. That also gives me the, I don't say tranquility, like being like chill about it, about trading, not thinking too much, not treat it as our only thing, because I think a lot of people say that if you make trading your identity, when it will be bad, it will be bad and difficult, you're going to be completely destroyed and it's going to influence your day. And again, I want to say that if you're trading, if you have if you're able to use the money to trade, you're most likely very lucky. You're in a good, decent country, and you can afford to have this kind of hobbies and trying to give your all to do that. Of course, not everyone, but still, just appreciate everything that you have already and treat this as a game, as a skill that you can learn. Of course, treat it seriously, but again, don't think it too much. Don't make your whole identity. And when days like this are difficult, they're gonna consume you. Okay, so that's kind of the main thing, the main philosophy I live by. Yeah, just enjoy trading, enjoy your life, enjoy everything. When it will be hard, there will be lessons. It will be hard for everyone. I cried a lot of times, had a lot of hard times, and there will come more. And yes, always yapping a lot. Yeah, that's it. I hope this video was useful, and I'll probably see you in the next one. Peace.